Today in the garage I have my 2004 BMW 545i. This car has the 4.4 liter N62 V8 and I'll be showing you how to change the oil. The only tools required are a 6mm hex, 8mm hex, 3/8 inch ratchet, a torque wrench, a 24mm socket, a pick, and a funnel. The oil I'm using is Mobil 1 0W30. You'll need about 8.5 quarts of this, and the filter, part number is E203HD67. And as always, after getting the car to operating temperature, we'll start by removing the oil cap. And we'll go down below and drain the oil. Okay, so in this car, both of the oil filter housing and the oil drain bolt are located right next to each other. Here's the oil drain bolt. It's an 8mm hex. And then the oil filter housing, you'll drain that with a 6mm hex and then a 24mm hex to remove the entire housing. So I'm going to start by draining the oil filter housing. So go ahead and use your 6mm hex to remove this small bolt in the bottom. Go ahead and let the housing drain. Alright, so with the housing drain, I'm going to temporarily reinstall the drain bolt just until I can get the housing off the car. And to remove the entire housing, you'll use a 24mm 6-point socket. Okay, so I'll quickly go through what comes with the oil filter kit. Okay, so this large O-ring goes to the around the oil filter housing itself. The small black O-ring goes on the oil filter housing drain bolt, and then the copper washer goes on the main oil pan drain bolt. And then the filter here. And this will pop into the housing with these little tabs pointed down. Let's go ahead and remove the old filter. And we'll take off the main O-ring. Next, I'll go ahead and replace the O-ring on the oil filter housing drain bolt. Just going to put it back into the housing, and it doesn't need to be too tight. Just kind of snug it down to make sure it won't fall out. And we'll go ahead and put the new filter into the housing with the tabs pointed down, and it should kind of snap into place. There we go. And from here, I'll go ahead and fill the housing with new oil and then install it back onto the car. And the main reason I do this is just to make sure there isn't even a hint of oil starvation on startup. And torque this to 25 Newton meters. And like I said before, just kind of snug down this small 6mm bolt. So now with the housing reinstalled, we'll go ahead and use the 8mm hex and remove the main engine oil drain bolt. And now with all the oil drained, we can go ahead and reinstall the drain bolt. And don't forget to put a new washer on. And you can also torque this bolt to 25 Newton meters. And now we'll go up top and fill the engine with oil. So now I'll put in about 8.5 quarts, and then I'll start it up and let it run for a minute or two, and then turn it off and check the level to make sure it's correct. So now with most of the oil added, I'll go ahead and back it off the ramps, and then check the level and make sure it's correct. Looks perfect. And with that, I hope you guys found the video helpful. We'll see you on the next one.